Why, hello, everybody. Welcome back. Tis a beautiful, beautiful Friday evening. So begins Labor Day weekend. It's going to be fun. As I said last time, everybody please be safe. But also, when you watch this later, say hi to my wife, Casey. She's joining me today for this one. And yeah, guys, I apologize about yesterday. I was not feeling the best. About partway through that stream, I was just like, I don't know what this is, but it did not feel right. Did not feel good. So we're back today, and we might go back to that other song to work on it. I was feeling kind of angsty today, so I started writing another one, and I've changed hints. I've since changed the structure a little bit, and let me make sure it is set to this guy. All right. So here's what you're gonna hear so far. Gonna turn it down just a wee bit. I'll actually turn it up maybe. Don't mind me as I play along. Okay, so that is it for the most part. That is what is done. That is only it's only 6 tracks. That is hardly ready to go. So there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. So right now, the reason why I'm able to noodle on my guitar so much with that song is because it is right now really much just a backing track. That's all it really is at the moment. Fun backing track, yeah, but it's a backing track. So what's going to turn this into a song? You can say, well, lyrics will turn it into a song, but also how you sing those lyrics is really going to matter. So we need to get a melody line. Um, Pardon me, there's a little interruption there. There we are. We have some visitors. I think they are attracted to the onions we keep in our home. But if you've ever dealt with gnats or fruit flies, you already know kill them on sight. All right, so we need a melody line. When it's opening up, this section right here, I am going to bring that down a little bit. So this section right here, we kind of have some war drums going on. And one of the stereotypical things you can do is do lots of reverb, like a really washed out sound, and do something kind of like this. And what that will do is it can help build up tension, but it's not really giving us a melody line. It's giving us ambiance. So what we need is a melody line. So there's the melody. Kind of a call and response. Staying to that root. So you guys might have to let me know if you can hear that all right. It is turned down just a wee bit. I'm going to boost it just a little bit. So that might be a little bit better there. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out because the levels on the YouTube at the moment are not showing up the best. So all right. So with that, we have that potential melody line. Let's see if we can record this in, and let's see if it'll just take as a mono track without, recording the microphone and stuff in as well. Let's see if we can get this going. It looks like it wants to record the microphone. Let us do it like this. Okay. I'm going to be muted for just a moment while I do this, okay? Okay, so as you guys could hear, hopefully, um, the first few times was recording a little bit higher up, and we just kind of split it to the right and to the left. Gonna pan them a little bit more. I have them at about 50% now from full stereo field. So 50% from the center to the right and 50% from the center to the left. We can split them further even, but that actually doesn't sound bad. And if we bring them closer together, you feel it's very, very focused, kind of draws your attention very, very much to the center. This is only a first layer. So again, that is not our main melody line, but that's going to reinforce our melody. So then we get into that build. We have one layer of distorted guitar right now. And so what you can do, it's keeping the main line going. Let me kick off this reverb and delay. So we need something that helps fill in those guitars. So one of the tricks that I like to do when I have guitars like that, so they are panned hard left and right. Um, it's something they teach you when you're just starting out on recording and you play an instrument. Whenever you are recording an instrument and you want it to sound big, you want it to sound wide. Um, what you can do is you record the instrument on one side, you record it center, pan it left, record it again, pan it right, and it makes it sound super big. You have to play something at least close in time in order to get that feel. Otherwise, you kind of get two competing sources, which is not always a bad thing. Excuse me. You can run counter melodies, sometimes separate counter melodies than the main melody that's going on. And you create a really cool feel with that. I don't know if we'll do that with this one or not, but hey, it's an idea. So, something I like to do, going back to my original thought, something I like to do whenever you have these guitars that are just driving away, have a consistent chord that is locking in and using some of the higher notes. Tun, 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 tun. Pow, pa-ka, pa-pum, pa-ka. So you can do that even higher. This is a minor ninth, a B minor ninth. So this song's in the key of D. We can do it an octave higher. So let's try that. We'll do one in the lower register, one in the higher register. I'm gonna flip it just a little bit. Normally, I record higher sounds in the right headphone, um, and the lower ones, lower pitch, I tend to put in the left headphone whenever I mix. But let's try flipping it up because what we might do is if we have one higher pitch source left and one higher pitch source right, that is a different, then it may help you, pick out more of the details going on versus all highs on the right side, all lows on the left side. All right, let's see how that recorded. I'm hoping it didn't split the signal automatically. It did not, but we are going to have to redo this. So, guys, I will mute my mic again and give me just a moment. there, guys. My apologies about that pop there. Um, so for my interface to record through the guitar and not the microphone, it dude, Dustin, so good to see you, man. I was actually just going through my subscriptions today and I saw you over there. I was thinking about you, man. Thanks, man. Just be sure to like and subscribe, man. I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Oh, dude. I can't wait to run into you again. There's so much to tell you about. But yeah, so with the song, these guitar parts that I just recorded in, they're not gonna be super loud. They're literally filling in the sound field, the sonic field that your brain is processing. So it makes the mix sound super, super full. Granted, we're not even mixing yet, but we're giving ourselves all the options that we can or that we feel like we need. So we have a few choices. You don't want too many choices, but you want a few choices. Great thing is you can always go back and re-record. So you see how when I did that there, I had them panned all the way. I'm gonna boost them up with gain just so you can hear them a little bit more. Now they're panned about 50%. It feels a little bit more focused with those notes, but that's not quite what we want. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. We're just doing what feels good right now. Okay, I'm gonna bring them back down to where they were in the mix. So literally, all that they're doing while they're there is your brain is hearing the guitars, heavy guitars panned on either side, and these guitars are going to sit just a little bit inside that. So it's going to take these guitars that are wide out there because after a while you just kind of get tired of, okay, everything's all the way out in stereo land. It kind of gives your brain a little bit of something to focus on, which also helps the wideness of everything else that we're getting ready to record. So we have that part in. So now we get back to this quiet part, but we don't want to lose any of the energy that's in there. So we have a lot of distorted guitar and stuff going on right now. So we can do something a little bit different. Pretty much everything that is coming through is pretty distorted. So give the brain a break. So with what we're going to do here, it is going to be it's going to be pretty quiet. There's going to be two tracks. Um, they are also going to be panned so that, again, it's wide enough so that your brain picks up on it. It's not so wide that everything's fighting in the same space. Um, this is stuff that I've learned over the past 5 years. And it was told to me by people much wiser than I am, and I finally figured out what they meant. So what I'm doing now is I'm running a chorus pedal and a tremolo pedal. With this tremolo, we don't want it too fast. That's about right there. So, pardon me again. I'm going to mute my mic for just a moment while we're recording this guitar audio. Otherwise, my DAW is going to record my microphone, not my guitar. All right. Thank you for patiently waiting there. So that first point, we were just kind of figuring out what was going to work. And even then, it's not necessarily set in stone yet, but I'm kind of liking where it's going right now. Dude, thank you. You are the bomb, Dustin. There's honestly a lot of truth to what you're saying. A couple live streams ago, I was talking about how, if you're writing music for to become famous, to be like liked by people, then generally the advice is write what's popular, you know, write whatever is in the moment popular. You'll notice with Richmond, North of Richmond, when that song came out, so many people started incorporating that style. So many people have covered that song, they've remixed that song. And whenever the next popular hit comes out, you're going to find a lot of people in different genres covering that because that will get you clicks. It really, really will. But a couple live streams ago, we were talking about how if you're wanting to be an artist just for art's sake, just screw the rules because there's not really any rules to this. Um, some of the best love albums, you go back and you listen to them, it doesn't make sense why they did some of what they did, but apparently it worked. They felt it, they liked it, they loved it, they kept it, and it worked. All right, let me get these effects off. But yeah, it goes with so many things, whether you're a streamer, whether you're a gamer, whether you're a musician, whatever you're doing. Um, if you're a person of faith, the Bible says, do it to the Lord. But, like, honestly, if you are having fun doing what you're doing, and it's not illegal, it's not unethical, it's not immoral, then if you're having fun with it, there you go. Now you're successful in just doing your thing. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Getting back to the song, let's check out these parts really fast and see how this is going. Okay, so we're going to re-record uh, part of the thing we already did. Um, the minor ninth chord that we were playing. We have to re-record, or not re-record. We have to record that second time through this chorus, but then we're also going to have to figure out another layer. So, general rule of thumb, when you're writing a song, it needs to progress. It needs to keep moving forward in some way. Something either needs to be added or taken away or shifted. Uh, Even just the feel of the time, it can be shifted so that it hits differently, it feels differently, um, and it keeps it fresh. Yeah, man, it's. I wish those were my words, but they're really not. Like, you and I both know so much of our generation was told that we had to chase all these different things to succeed at the game of life. And then lo and behold, the joke is life's not a game. There's not really winners and losers like this, uh, at least when it comes to the material stuff. There's really not winners and losers. It's so much a mindset. All right, so let's get these guys recorded in. And before we do that, though, because I'm going to have to unplug this mic one more time to do that, let's talk about what other layer are we wanting to add. So we're going to go back to this first chorus and kind of use it as a proxy. Um, do we want ambience in this or not? Because right now it's kind of hitting a little bit hard. And if we add too much ambience, that can take that away. It makes it feel more like a chill rock track. So something like that might work. Totally forgot about that flat seventh there. That's pretty bad since I'm writing this thing. All right, so we have that there. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to record that twice. We're going to put that on left and right sides. And then we should be pretty close to having a full guitar structure and being able to bridge off to a few other things because really don't want this to be all guitar. Um, it is it's fun to do lots of guitar things, but there's so many other instruments in the world. There's synths, there's actual physical instruments, there's drums, there's like hand pans, there's all sorts of things you can do to music, to songs. So let us see what we can do. So I'm gonna unplug again the microphone, and once all this is recorded, you'll hear me talk again. Dude, I am totally gonna have to check that out. Thank you. C990. Dude, I will totally check that out. Also, by the way, um, shout out to another content creator. Dude, are you on Twitch or are you on Kick? That way I know where to find you and where to send my friends as well. Also, don't mind the water and the pipes above me. Perfect, dude. I'm gonna know where to find you now. And perfect. So, yeah, with that part, decided to add in a little bit of ambience just to add a little bit of cohesiveness. So, you hear the stabbing hits with the guitars on the left and right. And then with the other part, it's kind of holding down, but there's going to be the spot towards the end where it gets kind of empty again. That's when our original guitars, we can see if this idea is going to work by copy and pasting. Normally, I don't enjoy doing that, but see if we can get it time aligned to where it'll hit. So somewhere right around there. See if that'll do it. So let's bring it just a little bit to the left. Let's copy this guy. Paste him here. A little bit too far. So let's see if this will work. Still too early. It really is a game of millimeters in doing this. Almost there. Yeah, man, I will definitely check out that camera. That is also not terrible at all for a camera. I recently just picked up a Fujifilm and a cheap Nikon to do some photo shooting slash shooting for a music video. Picked them up from shopgoodwill.com. It's a great place. And pretty cheap, but having issues with the file formatting of the SD card so that they'll work in the camera. So something I'll chase down later. There we are. Honestly, we might keep the copy and paste in there. That's actually almost what we need. Okay. All right, so with that, gonna do a couple things now. So before we start getting to other instruments, I'm gonna do a quick mix function on the drums. I'm doing what's called parallel compression. It's when you take one track, you make an empty track, take the first track, copy it, paste it into the second track, and you add all of your compression, your reverb, anything else you want to add, distortions, overdrives, all of that. You add that to the second track. Um, and then you use your gain knob or your gain switch as your volume and you blend it in with the original signal. So you get this really great, like super saturated, super hard hitting sound if that's what you're after. And if you're wanting the opposite, then there's a few other tweaks and stuff you can do. But parallel compression usually is something that's really good for pretty much every song I know, especially when it comes to drums. It um, all depends on how hard you compress your drum, um, and what notes you're or not notes, what frequency you're really compressing at. Um, it's pretty cool stuff. So like right now, I have my compressor pulled up on the second track, and I'm going to essentially try to overload the input of the compressor just a little bit. Um, I want it to almost clip, but not quite clip. I'm going to take the volume, so it has an input and an output. The input of the compressor, I'm going to push really hard. The output, I'm going to use to bring the volume down, but it's still going to compress really hard. The ratio I'm going to be using is somewhere between about 6 to 9 to 1. Threshold I'm going to play with, it's probably going to end up being somewhere around 24 to 26. And excuse me, it is a hard knee on the compressor. Now, uh, some compressors don't have this in RMS. Definitely the stock Audacity compressor did not. All you had on there was threshold, the ceiling, the attack, and the release. So there's a few more buttons on this one. This is the M compressor from I think M Audio. Uh, it's great. It's a great little compressor. It also has presets and all sorts of stuff in there. So we're doing a hard compression. RMS we'll play with, and I'll let you guys know the final product. So let's get this drum compressed, and then that will help with some of the other things we're going to be doing. All right, guys. So we've made some pretty good progress tonight. I think this is where we will save it for our next part, next time we go live. We just hit an hour now. Thank you so much to everybody that has come out and it's been hanging with me. I definitely appreciate you guys. Check out the new song, What It Means to Be Happy. It's been doing pretty good on Spotify. On YouTube, we're doing good. I think we're almost at 50 views on YouTube. Not really any prompting. Normally I'll send stuff out to my friends and stuff and be like, hey, go watch this. But it's actually doing pretty good. So thank you to everybody who's sharing with your friends. We are trying to grow our subscriber count. At least I'm trying to grow my subscriber count. I don't know about you. So if you like what you see, if you like these videos, if you like the songs, be sure to share them with your friends, family. Tell them, hey, this guy, he's trying to grow. Go like, go subscribe, make his day. Guys, thank you so much for everything that you're doing. I hope to continue to improve the quality of everything. Dustin, I'm going to be checking out that microphone, man. Or microphone, that cameraman. Thank you so, so much for that heads up. So, in the next few weeks, hopefully, a couple things will be going up. We should have maybe a couple more merch items hitting the streets soon. Got some more dog tags in, just have to get them engraved. Gonna be getting some more cards out. It's gonna be good stuff. And then still looking for the person to take care of the shirts and stuff so we can get you guys Blood Wolf merch at a low cost. So, guys, thank you so, so much for hanging. Have a wonderful night. In case I don't see you guys, have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. We'll see you soon.